Holla at your boy, holla at your Rob, boy. Back at it again, just to be back at it again, my friend. We back at it. I'm going to tell you about the first day as a Lyft driver. Tell you a couple things. First of all, you got to learn how to use that app. Took me about, I think, 2 days to finally get it all settled and everything. Got to do a background check. Got to send all your information in and make sure you get good, clear photos. Took me a couple of days because my photos of my insurance and my registration, it was just bad lighting in the house. So, roll up the windows. Hold on one sec. Hold on one sec, guys. Want this to be private. So yeah, like I was saying is, it was make sure all your photos are clear, and what we got going on by the dollar store. So it's a lot of foot traffic around here. I'll let you boys. Another thing I would think that you should know is this what happened to me. I went to Wisconsin. Went to one of those airport quarries. I don't know if that was a good idea or a bad idea, but it felt like a bad idea because I spent 2 hours in a quarry. Before that, I was making sales like back to back to back. I was getting hits, and then as soon as I got in that quarry, it's like I sat there for 2 hours, wasting my damn time. Holla at your boy. Follow this. Subscribe to my channel. I'll thumbs up the video also. I'm just trying to give y'all some good content right now while I'm on it. I think live is the quickest way for me to do it. So, all right. So I was in the quarry, but before I was in the quarry, it's like I was making more. I was getting more hits. So now that as soon as I got in the quarry, it seemed like it slowed me down because there was so many cars in front of me, and also it just like maybe I was just new to it. I didn't even know how to work the app that well, so I had to ask some other drivers that was around. Well, I'll say quarry. The quarry is one thing I want to tell you that nobody told me. You when you're in a quarry, you're gonna know you're in line. Then I got to the front of the line. I didn't even know what the hell that meant. When you get to the front of the line, it's just saying you like the top of the line. Doesn't mean you hit the very first one. It just letting you know that you're the top of the line. Still could be a couple cars in front of you. So that's like kind of misleading right there. If your first time. And then once you get to the quarry, I was saying like, does that mean I get to leave now? No, you don't leave. You still have to wait for somebody to send you a assignment. I guess that's what I would call it. You still gotta wait for somebody to send you an assignment. So then that will kick off and get you into that would get you your first route. To get you it will give you a route to go. Then you go meet them at the airport, and then you go drive them wherever. But so basically, this is what happened to me. I waited 2 hours, and then I got a short ride. I think I made it was like a $6 ride. So I waited two. I basically lost time. So I don't. I'm just trying to tell you that so you don't have to go through that. What else? I learned from mistake. Another thing I learned is well, our city is it's not one of the major cities, but it's by a major city. I found that if once I'm driving around, if I keep like making a loop or so, I'll start getting hit. So that's another tip that I learned in my first day. It just seems like if I'm staying moving around, I get hit. I try to stay in the middle of the city though. If y'all can hear me, understand me. I'm trying to stay in the middle of your city that way you can get hit. And I know another thing I noticed about it is that well, Lyft, I'll let your boy. If this is giving you anything, just comment down below. If you got any other questions, or I'll just share my time as whatever. Just subscribe to my channel also. Put a lot of videos about my son on here. Put just follow us. We're gonna put like business endeavors I do. A little bit of everything on this. So also my other website. We got another channel for that. I do a lot of different things. But fast forward back on track. Some other tips I could give you guys for your first day that nobody told me. Uh, I don't know. There's not no really no good video of the apps. Maybe I'll do one of that to understand the app because this is another thing I don't know yet, but I need to figure out is when you once you receive I guess the invite and you accept it. I haven't figured out to tell me like where am I taking them until I finally click it. You know, if somebody knows how to do that before like click it before see what like where they're going because all I know is that it's a somebody needs to ride. It doesn't tell me if they it doesn't tell me like where they're going. So they could be going to a no another city, which it has happened, or 3 4 cities away. All I just know is just somebody in my area needs to ride. So maybe the app developers could work on that or something, where you can see it exactly like I was talking to some of my passengers, they're from the big city of Chicago, and they was exactly right. It's like certain neighborhoods you might not want to go into, you know, or certain areas of towns you might not want to go. Just personal preference. So I think that'd be a good thing that the app. Also, another thing I'm gonna give you another tip is it seems like if you wait more than a certain amount of time, it's gonna I don't know if it bumps you in line, but it seems like somebody else takes your your request. So basically, as soon as I see it, I push it. I don't want to get bumped in line, and or I don't know if it's a Quarry how it works, but it seems like that I have got bumped. I think I got like yesterday. I feel like I got bumped a few times as I wasn't trying to figure it out, and I didn't press it fast enough. It seems like up. This says right. I don't know if they because two of them it lets me know that they canceled it, that they canceled the ride. A few other ones just says it just disappeared. Like there's no more. It wasn't in time. So yeah, I think I don't know if you got more than 10 seconds to even reply to it. I just every time I see it, I just click it. So that's just been a strategy I've been working. Right now I'm on day two. I wanted to give you a recap of day one, and so I can share some of my experiences and pass it on for the next person. I had this YouTube channel for a while, but I'm always looking for some content to put on there to try to grow it. You know, grow it. This daily stuff, or find something interesting and get some more hits. What else? If you have any questions, I mean, or things you want to talk about, I could comment down below, and then I'll just give you more insight. I check my channel shit shoot regularly, so it'll always be something. It'll always be something up there. Um, well, if you reply, what I mean, I've been slacking on my uploads, but if you reply, I'm right on all the replies. So if you leave a comment or something, I see all that. I read all the comments. Let me see what else. What else? Yeah, your payment information. Make sure you gotta put your bank, your routing number. You can get, I think, you get paid every week. But also, if you put a card on there, like you get cash right out. You cash right out. I think it's a fee right now is at 50 cents. It's a 50 cent fee to cash out whatever you make that day. So it's really worth it. 50 cents is nothing right now. So I'm sure they're gonna go up on that because that's a little bit cheap for you to cash out all the money you've been making. Um, I also seen videos where people say they don't make that much money. I think it's because you got to move around. You know, because I notice when I'm standing in one spot, it seems like I don't get pings. I mean, pings or invites when I'm standing in one spot. I might get the first one when I first go on. That's why I don't say when I first log on. I think I get a hit. Then after that, I think I got to drive while I'm driving around, and maybe like make a loop. Or how I do it, I just go different places doing out my day. So I'll go here. I'm trying to get back to the gym, so I'll go hit the gym, and then but I'll leave the app running the whole time. So hopefully I'll get at least 3 sets or something in, and then I'll just go, or I can just come back to the gym later because I know in between just downtime, um, I think the lunchtime is just a downtime, but you still could get some hits. It's all pretty much random. I'm trying to figure out a system so I could I'll put that down like some tips, some other tips, systems to make more money. The only way I know right now is just to keep moving around, so you keep getting pings. And also, I think some of the big cities why people are not making money because once I went up to Milwaukee, actually, it seems like that it was crowded there. So many people doing it. It was just like the as soon as you get a hit of so many other people that could just click it too as well. So you know what I mean. When there's that many people in a big city doing it in an area, it's hard to even you know what I'm saying. It's a lot more hits, but there's also a lot more competition. Yeah, you go to a medium-sized city, I think you'll do a little bit better. So maybe travel closer to the big cities, but not always in a big city. I'm just trying different things. Um, also, you know, I say do your research. Research. Like I got a van. I didn't know that was considered a Lyft XL. I didn't even know that until one of my riders said, "So you're a Lyft XL." I was like, "I guess I am." I didn't realize it because some people order Lyft XLs if they need more space, um, or and then they got luxury lifts. There's all these other things that I didn't know about. Like like luxury cars. I guess you get a little bit more premium of the rate. You can make a little bit more money. I don't know if you get picked over people or how it's really working right now. I'm just trying to figure that out. So yeah. So once I figure all these things out, I'll just be sharing them on to you guys. So well, if you got any other things you want me to try to find out and do a video of, because I know a lot of people got a lot of good information, but they don't like being on camera. Like, I don't mind it. Holler at your boy. Um, so I'm just gonna keep pushing out as much stuff. Um, yeah. So I just say do your research, learn the app. Uh, you know, ask a friend if you can. Comment on this video if you have any questions, because by the time you comment on it, I've already figured out some more stuff. Subscribe to my channel. Um, what else? Uh, oh yeah, get yourself some. Some people say don't put water or refreshments in your car. Um, I think maybe water. I wouldn't go past that. But actually, I put some little snacks because one of my drivers they was eating some candy in the back, and they said, well, no, it was a candy bar actually, and they said that it's like they get up early in the morning and they don't have a chance to get breakfast. So I thought about I could just throw them some snacks. I just have a little thing of snacks. I'll just show you exactly what I have. This little tray right here. Throw some snacks in there. Throw a little few snacks in there for them. And whatever. I'll eat them. So so throw something in there, just like 5 or 6 things. And if just I say give it to them. They can always throw you a tip. So give you some cheap snacks. Something that's not gonna melt because I see well not gonna melt or not gonna freeze. That's the other opposite, depending on what type of climate you are in your area. Pretty soon I'm gonna go try to get this Uber thing, this Uber app too. So once that goes through, but I know it takes longer because this Lyft took I think took three I think it's 3 to 5 days and Uber is like 3 to 7 days. So it's taking longer. So as soon as I get the Uber going, I'll let you know about that. Um, I know a lot of people get stickers. They say you have to have a sticker, but you really don't have to have a sticker on your vehicle. I've seen a lot of Ubers. Nobody has asked me about a sticker. Um, a little bit about the conversations, like you don't really know what to say to them. So I don't really put music on the song. It depends on the client. I mean, like I say, if they look professional, I usually just to keep. I just usually don't put no music on. I just put and just crank the AC. Um, but if they don't look as professional, maybe I'll just turn the music down, have a little beat, just like some elevator music, so it doesn't be so awkward. Um, yeah, sometimes I try to talk to them, like make a little short, small talk. That's about it. So I don't like try to have long, deep conversations with them because some people don't want to talk, and I don't want. I'm not trying to risk getting a bad rating for somebody having a bad day. So or saying you might say the wrong thing, or you know how it is. You never know what's on the other side of somebody's brain or what they're thinking. So I just say keep the conversation short. Be and also always I always say have a nice day or have a nice evening. Have a nice evening. So I just always I greet them. I could tell that me greeting my first, I'll say my first few rides. I could tell a lot of people are not used to getting greeted because they're like, "What'd you say?" They're not used to it. So I guess you can expect this because my greeting, I like, "Hey, how's it going?" I say, "Hey, how's it going?" Or um, Uh, yeah, pretty much I just say that one. That's my go-to one, I guess. So just a little introduction. You know, then I just say word two. I mean, I don't say word two, but I just try to if I know the area, I try to make it like a little small talk, like say, um, oh, you going by the airport? A little small talk like that. And I say get you some sunglasses too. Because you get to drive and you don't want to be flipping this thing down all the time. At least you get some sunglasses, you can just go like this, you get flipped up and down like that. So I think it's a little bit cooler, And then I say get you a mount too, a mount so you can have by your steering wheel. Got this fuzzy steering wheel. You want to have a little mount. So you kind of want to have it like at this area. You want to be able to see it right now because I've noticed that you don't want no vent mount. All right, that's another thing. Don't get a vent mount. To me personally, I don't think I like a vent mount because I have a vent mount and when they say glare, I have to pick the phone up every time. I have to pick it up anyway. So I'm taking it out and I don't know. So I'm driving with one hand and one hand and I'm driving with one hand on the steering wheel and one hand on the phone. I don't like when people do that with me. So, but I've been has to do it because of the glare, the necessity of me driving, so I can see where you're going. And yeah. So man, I hope y'all find this video useful. If you think I understood anything, I mean, just if comment, subscribe, write anything down below, and if you think you need to do more videos or some more content towards this Lyft thing, so I know they also have Lyft lights. I say purchase. You got them on Amazon, eBay. Best way to buy them. Well, whatever. Just you let me know what you need, and I'm gonna give it to you. Holla at your boy. Holla at your Rob Roy. Till next time. Salute.